Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Saturday morning. Just go over this week with you, and tough week. So Steve Jobs died, and he will definitely be missed. But got to keep pushing forward and keep moving the human race forward. So um, rest in peace. Over this data, what happened this week, and everything. Just a quick run through your highest open interest on Friday was 390 calls, and highest open interest on the puts was a 350. And our trading throughout the week, here's a 5-day chart broken down into days. And see how, and here's the iPhone event. And see how, don't look at this little dip for right now, but see how just flatlined Apple was all week at, 375, we'll call it. And what was here, because these, for the most part, 350 was always your highest open interest. 400 was at the time, and then it shifted to this 390. But right here, it just was able to keep it at, your exact max pain point where the most options are going to expire worthless, and that time was just eroding and eroding. So when you have when the when Wall Street has an excuse to use to kind of cover up manipulation, with it be, well, there's an event coming, so we're holding off, and then, oh, it was a flop, it's not going to sell well. Wherever there's a rumor to cover up things, that gives a great cover for commercial money to just peg Apple here and just not move, because you can just use the excuse, hey, the phone was a flop and everything, so it will not be budging from this point. In another thing, so you have the event happen here, and Apple sells off to this 350. What they're doing here is you're just going to get momentum and fear and shake everyone out of the stock. And you're going to want so many people to buy up these puts. They would need protection. Oh, Apple's going to crash. Apple's going to crash. And then notice all of a sudden, and like I've been saying, when Apple gets down to this point, it is your buy. When it gets up here, it's your sell for the short term. Apple stopped here down at this 355 reason because there is no more reason for commercial money to run it any lower than this, because this only had 350 puts was your bottom. There were no 345 puts trading. There was no market in them. So there's zero reason, zero profit incentive to keep running Apple down. Let this build up, let all the fear shake out all the weak hands, let everyone buy puts, and guess what? Run it the other way. And same thing goes over here in the beginning of the week. Or later on in the week, doesn't really matter. Run Apple up, to 380. Let all these calls build up, and guess what? Take it the other way, and then meet in the middle. And all this premium they took in all this call premium, they took in all this put premium, and IV was so high. So this is big money. But whenever you see that there's no more market after, this is the lowest strike and it's the highest open interest, you can guarantee it's not going under that, because they're short these for sure, and there's no more incentive for Apple to keep going lower. So just wanted to show that and go over. I want to go over the monthly here for you, because this is looking just like last month's somewhat. So Apple dipped down to this 355 area, 360, and now it's way down here. And it's going to look very similar to last month's. Let's see what happened. I have, let's go to this chart. We'll go to a 3-month chart. And so last month's expiration, let me pull up this one. So this was for last month, the monthly expiration was on the 16th, and here is what this is from. This data is from September 6th, is what this chart is from. And so the highest put open interest was 400, the highest call open interest was 430. And so ideally the range, would be in here, or up in here above 400 or at 400. And so this is from September 6th. So let's go to September 6th, and I did this on on purpose. So the low was at 365, and even before that you were down at 355. So everyone think no way in hell, looking at this chart at the time, so Apple's 365, no way in hell Apple's going to come up here. This isn't, it's just not going to happen. It's too far away. Well, guess what? And like I said in those past videos, it's going to pull Apple up. And so where did we finish on September 20, whatever that was? 22nd. It would have been up here. No, right here. So it closed at the 403 mark or somewhere in there. It closed at 400. So what happened? Apple, it pulled it all the way up and it closed up in here. So going to this current chart, what do we have here? The highest open interest is 385, 390 on the put side. So this is going to draw Apple up into this area. And looking at this chart, and this may change since the weeklies are taking up all the volume. This stays the same until this becomes a weekly. But a good expiration would be 395. Now throw in the mix, earnings is coming too. So let's wait till it gets closer. But what's going to happen is this is definitely going to help pull Apple up. Plus earnings, so could be it'll be expiring anywhere in here. Well, during an earnings event, you're not going to want to put this as the top because volume can kick in and take it over. But higher we should be going, and also thanks to these put build up. Another thing, if people are worried, just to let you know, if commercial money was really, with Steve Jobs passing, if commercial money was really thought there was a problem, none of this would be able to hold. Volume would take over, and you would just see a mass. You would see 100 million shares selling. It would just keep going and going and going. Nothing would stop it. Everyone would liquidate everything. Guess what? That's not happening. Why Apple is stalling is because of options. Look, 380. So ideally, you want to expire into that, and ideally it would have been like 375. So what happens, during this week, 380 was the top. Oh, what did it run into right here? So this is all being controlled by options. That's why Apple is so undervalued, because this happens. Apple just lost out a full week because of options, because it wasn't allowed to go above, here or here. It lost out another full week. That's why the company only has a 14 PE trading 100% growth, because it lost out one full week of trading. Why other stocks, go to a chart, why other stocks, in the stock market got to drift higher, guess what happened to Apple? It was on lockdown because of right here. So that is the reason. And know what's true too. If you want to, go back whenever you hear these rumors of iPhone's not going to do good, or there's supply problems, or Apple's over. Go back and listen to the real deal. Go listen to Tim Cook. Read through this on Seeking Alpha, the transcripts for the conference calls. Just like with the Japanese earthquake crisis, there's supply problems. Tim Cook said no, there's no supply problems. We don't expect anything. But the media, Wall Street, wants you to believe that there is. There's not. So know what's real and what is made up news and holding Apple down. Apple will be going much, much higher if you use real world data. Listen to Tim Cook, listen to Apple Inc. Don't listen to the media. So signing off with know what's real and be smarter than Wall Street. So, and I'm here to help you and fight the good fight, and it will be going much higher, talking midterm, long-term time frame. So have a good weekend, everyone.